Oh man, we back. We motherfucking back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We back, man. We back cracking the 80s. We had to come in. We had to come in a little different this pod. You know what I'm saying? We had to start off a little different. I mean, right off the rip, man. We want to send our condolences, send our RIPs to the good brother TAKEOFF, the whole Migos, they family, man. Tragic fucking situation. Just wanna start the pod out right with that right there, man. Had to give our brother some well wishes, man. Shit fucked
R.I.P.
up.
Takeoff, man.
R.I.P. Take, man. R.I.P. man. It's fucked up. We back, man. It's cracking the motherfucking 80s. We motherfucking bike. Man. We motherfucking back, man. This is motherfucking cracking the 80s. A little different here. It's me. I'm him. I'm 5'2". I'm here with the guy. I'm with my guy Drvgz. Marz is not with us this week. You know what I'm saying? You know, every couple of pods, Marz has to go shake some shit up in Washington. He got to go meet with Biden and them good people. So this is one of them pods. He out there. He out in Washington right now trying to get some. He's trying to get some funding. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this funding right for the guys. You know what I mean? For this pod. I mean, we could take this shit to another level. As y'all been noticing, man, we've been shaking shit up out here in these streets. Drvgz, like, I know you've been paying attention, bro. We've been kind of kicking ass out here.
Yeah, nigga, that YouTube is looking like 42nd Street.
That shit looking like 42nd Street now and in the 80s, nigga. Crack. Honestly, that shit booming, nigga. Motherfuckers is out there conversating and shit. Niggas is having their own conversations in the comments. You know what I mean? Like, we legit potters at this point, man. I know we 30. This is episode what? 33? We 33 episodes in. We official. Like, I don't know if niggas. We saying all that to say we a fucking official, fam. You know what I mean? Shit has been going real well, man. This is cracking the 80s. Welcome back to the show. If it's your first time, welcome to the show. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey. I mean, welcome to the show. If it's your last time, as Marz would say, go clear a fucking sample, man. Get your ass out of here.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Out of here, motherfucker. I mean, continue to drop y'all comments. Go ahead and continue to like for the algorithm. You know what I mean? We say this at the beginning of every pod, and we appreciate y'all because y'all actually do that shit. Y'all be dropping comments, and you see, the algorithm is appreciating it. Now we getting more views on the YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, we getting recognition. Niggas is getting recognition, man. It's one thing to be doing some shit, but to get recognition and acknowledged for what you're doing, that means a whole lot more, man. So we want to say we appreciate y'all. Y'all crack rock La Familia out there. Shout out to the crack fam, crackheads. Appreciate all y'all, man. This is episode 33 of Cracking the 80s, aka Back Outside Boys, toting the 70 on the strip. I'm ready to die. The podcast. Crack. Know what I mean? It's cracking the motherfucking 80s. Drvgz, how you doing, my boy? I know this is a little different type of pod. This is we ain't got the full collective today, but we gonna still give the people, you know what I mean? We gonna give them what they came for.
Yeah, we good. We good for this episode, man. We gonna hold it down, man.
You gonna hold it down, man. They usually come for the purple tops, you know what I'm saying? Purple tops, or we ain't got them right now, but we do got yellow tops. You know what I'm saying? We got something that is just as good. You know what I mean? And we got it in stock right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, pay your cash, and we gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right. But how you doing, my boy? You know what I'm saying? Another week in the books. We Halloween was last week, so a couple of things done transpired since then. How you been, bro?
Hey, honestly, I mean, I've been all right, man. Just trying to take it easy, man. You know the motto, man. We still don't give a fuck, man. So
I don't give a fuck.
I actually been trying to fight this cold, man. I mean,
Damn.
yeah, I've been kung fu fighting this nigga. He ain't fully get here. So I think I'm doing a decent job.
Oh yeah, that's the one of them ones where you know you about to get sick, but you gotta kind of you gotta try to fight that motherfucker off. That's like when you this always happens to me. I be outside, and then I notice the back of my throat get real itchy.
Yep.
Pause if need be. That shit get real itchy. And I be like, yo, what the fuck? I ain't eating no peanuts or nothing. I ain't eating no Snickers bar to where I got something in the back of my throat that's gonna be tickling me and shit. What the fuck is that? You try to go drink some water, you notice that shit's still there. You're like,
Right.
oh fuck, I'm getting sick, bro. No.
Uh-huh.
That shit is the clear indicator of some bullshit about to happen. So I mean, I'm glad you ain't sick yet, and I'm glad you fighting that motherfucker off. You gotta get you some Theraflu, my boy. Gotta get you some Theraflu, or you get you a nice little hot toddy, you know what I'm saying? That like they do out here in the South. Motherfuckers in the South will find any excuse to put some alcohol in some shit. Oh, you sick here? Drink some of this tea with fucking alcohol in it, nigga. Oh man, that shit funny, but man, good to hear that you alright, but sucks that you might be a little under the weather, but I mean you gonna beat that shit, man. You gonna
Yeah,
beat
man.
that
You
shit.
know.
Hey, at least it ain't the COVID.
Oh man, don't say that.
At least it ain't the vid.
Yeah, we don't want to go back to those times. Those were dark times, man.
Oh man, that shit was the Stone Ages, bro. But
Yeah,
I
it's almost
mean,
like it didn't happen, right? Crazy.
yeah, I mean, it's almost like it was meant to happen.
Yeah, all that.
Uh-huh. Ho ho
Both,
ho
both
ho.
one and both things true.
Both things could possibly be true, but my week was pretty cool, man. Like I said last week, we recorded on my birthday. That was fucking lit. I got fucking drunk on the pod. I mean, I was spilling shit. I had champagne on everything. Had a real big cleanup job after the pod, but it's all good. That shit was dope. But from that day, like the day just continued to get better, man. Like after we potted, went out with the shorty. She took me out for some dinner on my birthday or whatever. Shit was cool. And she told me she had a surprise for me, right? I didn't know. I wasn't privy to what we were gonna do for my birthday. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't in the know. She just said, I got a surprise for you. Just make sure you know what I mean, you free at this time and we gonna do some shit. And I was like, all right, bet. I ain't never really, this was the first experience I ever had with a real life like surprise as a gift. I mean, we having dinner or whatever. Then to finish, she's like, all right, let's go. We gonna head over to the spot. So bet, cool. We get on the road, we start driving. I don't know where we going. Plus, I'm a little faded too, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just in the passenger seat chilling, she driving. And we pull up. And she took me to the motherfucking Millennium Tour, my
Oh man.
boy. Motherfucking Millennium Tour out this bitch. And I know some of y'all listening, y'all might be Millennium Tour. Y'all might be getting y'all jokes off and shit. I mean, cool, get them off. But that motherfucker was so live, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time.
You definitely was in there doing the B2K dances.
Nigga, what? Bump, bump, bump. I was bumping, nigga, for sure.
Pause.
I was, yeah, no, pause that. Chill. You wildin', boy. You wildin'. You know,
I saved you, bro. I saved you, bro. That's what I'm here for.
yeah. No, I appreciate you, my nigga. But you know, I was there. I pull up, and we pull up to the arena. So I still didn't know. I just see an arena. I'm like, what the heck? And mind you, this ain't we had to go not far, but it was like a nice little half an hour, 20-minute drive. So I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck going on. We pull up to an arena. I still don't really know. And then we get closer and I see the little Jumbotron Millennium Tour 2022. I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking lit. So now we get there, we walking through, we go to the bar, get a little drink. As we get there, the show's already going on. Day 26 is on the stage. Shout out to Day 26. Apparently, this was like their reunion show as well. So shout out to them. Them brothers. One thing I noticed though, a lot of R&B acts don't age that well, man. The content of the music and them personally. But I ain't here to judge nobody. They did their thing. They got what they was paid to do. Shout out to them good brothers, you know what I mean? Chingy, I seen Chingy. Chingy was there. That nigga had a great fucking performance, bro. I ain't gonna front. I got a newfound respect for Chingy. Nigga, Chingy used to be the butt of a lot of jokes. Even more recently, I think an article or some crazy shit came out saying he's one of the top worst rappers in history or some shit.
Holy
You know what I
shit.
mean? He had some words to say about that. Cause you know the age we live in now, bro. There's so many forms of new media. You could just go to YouTube trying to find an original video and you're gonna find 25 motherfuckers giving their reaction to it. So you know that. But I mean Chingy, I have a new respect because he looked the same. He's still in shape, but he performed all his records with no vocals, bro. He did nothing but TV tracks. So for the audience listening, TV track, no vocals is basically the song, but just the ad-lib track. So the artist performing has to hit all of those words as they go by. You know what I mean? And typically, when you go to a show, a lot of artists perform their records with the actual song playing in the background. So you hear them on the microphone and you hear the vocals. He did his shit straight, no vocals, just ad-lib track. So that shit was live. Chingy was there, and I mean, Lil Scrappy was there. It was a fucking great show, man. Get on my level, bitch, nigga. You could never, ever. Drvgz pulled up. Now, I mean, this was like a moment in time where all of the songs that you fuck with, now I mean, as a kid, you get in your bootleg CDs. Remember the Hot 97 CDs, bro? When them niggas had nothing but the hits on them shits? Little bootleg, probably like 20 songs of just hits. You remember them shits? Hot 97 bootleg. Most of the show was probably a lot of them niggas, you know what I mean? Lil Scrappy, Drvgz, what it is, Hope? Oh, what's up? Sammy, Crime Mob. Look, if you bump, why? Like that era of hip hop.
It's like you hopped in a time traveling machine and you really went back to that golden. Man, that I don't think that era gets spoken about enough. Like I notice we have a golden era. Obviously, that golden era is the what's that the mid '90s, late '90s.
90s, Biggie,
But
Nas, Hove era.
it got to be something said for the early 2000s era because that early 2000s era, nobody was doing what the early 2000s era was doing. If you think about it, that was almost, in a way, that was like the peak of a lot of shit. Like we started seeing double selling records happen. Like for example, 50 Cent. Bro,
50 Cent, Nelly.
Who was going diamond? Who was going diamond, bro?
That era, I after watching this show, shout out to everybody that performed, because that's you bring up a good topic. That it was kind of something that I was thinking and something I alluded to earlier about the Day 26 reunion and shit. I think that era of hip hop was at a time where money was finally being made realistically in hip hop, right? Where you could be a nigga from the hood in any city across this country and have a record and be like get on because of your record. But in hindsight, knowing what we know about the music business and the people that run the music business, a lot of that shit wasn't set up for them artists to really have longevity, you know what I mean? Or make substantial amount of money and be able to live forever off that shit, bro. Realistically, if you have a hit record, like if you have one hit record, you should be able to live off of that one song the rest of your life. But the music business is not set up for that to happen for you. It's set up for the labels and everybody behind the scenes to do that, but the actual person performing is not set up that way. I think that era that you speak of was the first time we seen the both sides of that. We seen the people get their hit records and a few laters go by and them niggas disappear and be on hard times. But that was also around the era we seen niggas like 50, like Ludacris, like a Kanye that was able to take hip hop from that place and make it go even further than that. Know what I mean? To where they was actually really able to get the fruits of their labor, get that bread. Know what I mean? Get that money. So That's what I realized about this show. All of these acts on here was niggas that we fucked with. They was, I mean, they had hit records, turn shit up, but
Top of the hill.
the top of the hill, bro, literally. But they business might have been standard to the music business at the time, to where it wasn't meant for them to take this record and now live off of it forever. I mean, they still had to do more. They got to do these fucking reunion shows and shit to get a quick bag in 2022. Because they music, it wasn't, they didn't get, they had fucked up contracts and shit. So shout out to all of them. No, Diamond, Diamond from Crime Mob. Oh my God, she looks probably even badder now than she did when that record was going crazy.
I took a gander at her on social media.
Yeah.
She looks great.
I did too. After the show, I took it upon myself, me and my lady. We was like, yo, Diamond look kind of good out there. She was like, yeah. And we were like, yo, let's go see what her Instagram looks like. And we definitely weren't disappointed. She was looking fucking badder than ever, my nigga. Like, damn. Kerry Hilson, same thing. Badder than ever up there. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Travis Porter. I haven't heard that name in a while. I didn't know they were on that tour, but they performed. Shout out to them. The guys, man. But we ended up leaving before the main act, Bow Wow. We didn't see Bow Wow. We didn't see Mario. I'm at the age now where I'm a little older. I ain't got to sit through the whole show, fam. Like, I want to beat that traffic getting out. You know what I mean? Like, that shit. And I didn't notice 95% of the motherfuckers in there were black women. Black women are single-handedly keeping these acts. You know what I mean? They keeping these acts afloat. They paying for them tickets. The same motherfuckers that was buying tickets to R. Kelly shows are the same niggas buying tickets for this shit, man. So whatever y'all niggas think about this music that niggas could get like, nah, people are still supporting that shit. Niggas are still supporting that shit. But I mean, that was a part of my week, man. That was my birthday last week after we got off the pod. And I mean, from that was just we got into that. We started off the pod, but right after that we found out about TAKEOFF. And I mean, unfortunate situation that happened here in Houston. What do you know? Fucking right here in Houston, Texas. Motherfucking bullshit went down, man. But we seen a lot of things happen this week, over this week in the news and in the media and shit. Kyrie, Irving, the media they on this nigga ass this week. They on this nigga ass, man. For what? I don't know, but you know how to meet. And I don't really want to talk about specifically what they getting on him for, because whatever, you know how that go. I really wanted to, I bring that up because I wanted to mention what this is a perfect example of, right? This is a perfect example of what is known and what is called the Streisand Effect. Basically, is in reference to Barbra Streisand. I believe in the early 2000s, Barbra Streisand, you know what I mean? If you know who she is, real popular in American culture, pop culture. So she was a public figure. Early 2000s, paparazzi took a picture of her home and placed it on the internet. And this is the early 80s of the internet and shit, you know what I mean? This is like AOL, Yahoo days. So, I mean, the internet isn't what you think of the internet now. So they put the picture up there. And with the picture going up, she found out, of course, she got upset. She wanted it taken down. But I did some research and why this is called the Streisand Effect. We getting into it. What it turned out, before she made it a big deal, before she addressed it, before she said anything to the media about getting the picture down, at that point, the records show only 6 people viewed the photo before she said anything. 2 of them being her lawyers. So that means only 4 other people seen the picture online. That's the person that posted it and maybe 3 other niggas. But when she decided to talk about it and wanted it taken down, she wanted to make she wanted to make it a point to be like, yo, this is bad. I want this taken down. Then everybody else went to go see, okay, she wants this taken down. I want to see what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like that's like they the saying where you want to, you know what I mean? Like you trying to keep something a secret, you don't really talk about it. But once you start talking about the shit, that's when you bring the attention to it. So once she talked about it, the attention got brought to it, and then thousands, like I think they said like 22,000 people that same day went and viewed it. This is the same thing that's happening right now with Kyrie Irving. He posted an image on his picture on Instagram. The image was up there for about 23 hours. If I'm like not even joking. I remember when he posted it, it was in the it was after the whole incident with Kanye and what Kanye is going through. He posted this picture online, being Kyrie. He posted an image of a movie. I saw this and in my group chats that I got with some other homies, you know what I mean? We joke about all this shit, right? Like they say group chats are like real podcasts because this is the type of shit you talk about with your homies. So I send that in the group chat, joking like, "Yo, look what this nigga Kyrie just posted. Yo, look at this nigga. Like, look what he posted on some funny shit." And like I said, at this point, it was up for like 22, 30, 23 hours already. It wasn't until the next day when it was completely gone off of his Instagram, gone, that the media decided to, oh, did y'all see what Kyrie did? Nobody cared, but because it was a new person to fucking pile on, Kyrie became the topic of discussion. So we seen what has transpired with him. The Nets has suspended this nigga. The NBA is trying to get this nigga to do go on an apology tour. We know what has happened that has transpired after this point. But my whole point was like, yo, this didn't become a thing until one media outlet decided that it was a thing. Nobody cared until somebody was like, yo, you seen what Kyrie posted? Nobody seen it or cared until niggas was like, yo, go look at Kyrie Instagram. Then it became a thing, and now they got this nigga. They trying to back this nigga into a corner to defend some shit that he didn't even say. And so now it's just America is American, being America, man. They the shit only got popular after they tried to question him on it. So I mean, what can you say, man? But hey,
I love how the media reporters tried to like include KD and like the rest of the team into like the whole situation, asking him questions like, "Oh, so Kevin, how do you feel about the whole this whole Kyrie situation, and how is it affecting the team?"
AD,
And
like nigga, we got 2 wins, bro. Fuck is you asking me right now?
yeah, bro, his response was basically like, "Bro, my focus is the team. Like, we don't. That's not what we discuss in the locker room. Like, that's not our focus right now. That's not even, that's not what we doing in here." So, and they tried to bash him, and you know, obviously for that response, and he responded back like, "Bro, like we don't have nothing to do with this. Like, that's don't." You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just think the whole situation is like blown out of proportion, and they trying to use Kyrie or like make Kyrie like the poster boy.
They trying to do to Kyrie what they trying to do to Kanye right now. Whatever you believe or agree or disagree with, we know both of these brothers' intentions weren't to cause division and shit. It wasn't to cause any issue. Niggas was just trying to identify a point that they might have. They try to identify something that they thought was fucking true. Like, whatever you believe, it don't matter what side you take or what you think they did. It's like the fact that things could be blown up to a proportion to where now you have to defend your career at this point, like your livelihood, over what somebody interprets you meant. Not even what you actually said. Kyrie didn't make a statement until they brought it to his fucking window. Like, nigga posted an image and went about his business. And then from his defense, after he was fucking put against the wall, now is the backlash comes. It's like, yo, you backed me into this corner. But hey, man, Nike suspended him. They won't put his Kyrie 8s out.
I already knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, you knew it, bro. Like once we seen it. Once with Kanye, once one person tries to disengage and disassociate with you, everybody just piles on. That's what these corporations is more it's like a follow, and I mean it's a follow the leader type thing. But
Right.
that's that's what's going on
That's
in the media right
unfortunate,
now.
man. That's unfortunate, man. And I hope, you know, I hope this turns out to be uh more, I guess, civil than anything. You know, I hope nothing destructive or like really unhealthy happens out of this. But it looks like I might be speaking too late. Might have already happened.
Yeah,
So
I'm about to say when y'all hearing this, who knows what's gonna transpire at this point? I mean, I just hope the brother don't fucking like lose his fucking. At this point, man, it might be. We was talking off the pod. It might just be best for Kyrie to retire, bro. We keeping it a buck. Like he's made enough money. He already made claims that basketball really isn't his true passion.
yeah,
At this point, it's like it's only going to be a disruption. Not even because he's being disruptive. It's just in
the
the
media.
yeah, like in his industry, the media is damn near attached to it. So he's gonna be at the whim of having to defend himself all the time for his opinion. So it may not be worth it, man. I just hope that he doesn't get fired, and I hope they find out. And I hope they find out if Brett Favre gave back that $5 million in welfare fund yet, man. I hope
Man, what?
I hope both of those things come true. You know.
Yeah, man. What's going? Man, hey, listen, man.
You know, because I just hope out of all the money that Kyrie has stolen from. Oh wait, no, he didn't do that. You know, all the people that Kyrie may have harmed with what he said. No, wait, no, he didn't do that. I just
Right.
hope Brett Favre get that money back, man. That he stole
Yeah,
from people. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
That's the least we could ask for. In this whole situation, Brett, just give the money back, man.
Yeah, man.
I
That's what
mean,
I
they
want.
talking about it. They talking about it on TV all the time. You would think he would. Oh wait, they're not talking about. Oh, okay. Well, Brett, just get the money back, bro.
Yeah, they're definitely not talking about it.
Get the money back, Brett.
Yeah, that man done slid away to the to Tijuana.
That nigga took his 5 M's and dipped. Oh, they looking for me? I bet I'll be back. I'll be
That
back.
nigga bought a villa in Africa.
In Africa is crazy.
Yeah, because he done dipped off.
Man, I wanted to read this, but I'm probably not gonna bring it to the pod. It's because I don't really want to. Yeah, it's basically if y'all get a chance, Lakeith Stanfield, Darius from Atlanta, great actor, great brother. He put some stuff out on his Instagram in response to what happened to TAKEOFF. I'm not gonna read his response, but I just want to read this image. Well, he put some text on an image, and it drew some thought. But he also attached it to a post, but I don't want to read the post because it's lengthy and I don't really want to take the pod there right now. But he put, if you're all for gangster rap, you can't also be for black. And he kind of speaking facts, bro. Like he's speaking some facts there. Of course, there's layers to it. Of course, there's layers to everything. But basically, what he's saying is like, yo, if you fuck with gangster rap music and what that stands for, you can't also stand for black people, because in that music, the context of it is the demise of fucking black people in every way. The demise of fucking black women, the demise of each other, like.
Yeah.
And I get it as an art form, but we seeing nowadays this art form is leading to real consequences and real shit. So I thought that was interesting. Because I mean, I'm getting to the age now, bro. I be telling my shorty all the time. I be trying to, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to articulate this shit right. Hip hop is something that is followed like religion, right? Hip hop is going to be 50 years old next year. It's going to be the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Hip hop is music, but hip hop is also fucking culture. And in America, it's Black American culture. We don't have any other culture outside of hip hop. So with all of these things that hip hop teaches us is none other than shit that is to our demise. You know what I mean? Like, of course, the people performing this music and this art is going to be the ones benefiting, but the content of the music is what's causing the divide. So it's like, yo, the art form is amazing, it's great, it's provided for everybody. But this same art form is at the hand of why the mentality of the people in it causes destruction. You know what I mean? Like, at the lowest level, I ain't even talking about like murder, kill shit. I was just telling my shorty on the level of how certain things I thought of, like certain things I thought were like not cool because hip hop deemed them not cool, were just things that probably could have benefited me in my life if I looked at it at in a different light. You know what I mean? Even the small thing of, yo, I don't really like hip hop got this culture of, yo, I don't really fuck with too many people. You know what I mean? I gotta keep my circle small, circle tight, like a Cheerio. It's like, yo, bro, when you realize when you get into business and shit, the more people you know, the better your business is gonna be. Hip hop teases you, yo, you know your people that you're surround you, and that's it. Don't trust nobody. It's a fucking flawed mentality. Like, hip hop feeds a lot of flawed imagery, mentality, and values to people that are young and impressionable. And if you grow up in hip hop, you may think that's your sensibilities. You may think, oh, this is just who I am, but you're not realizing, yo, I learned all this shit from the music I listen to.
Right.
Not saying these artists are telling me to do shit. It's just I'm just listening to what I'm listening to, and then I'm a product of my environment. So I ain't the only nigga listening to this shit. So the people around me are kind of acquiescing to what the music is saying. So it's like cycle of shit that ain't great. It ain't good. It's not beneficial at all. So I don't know, man. The older I get, I realize I love hip hop and I appreciate it for what it was. Cause like I said, our history here in America as black people is not that is hip hop. And we seen what happened with that.
I feel like even even in that though, like there's levels to that, you know, because fashion falls into that, art falls into that, and just swag, bro, style, all of that falls. Yeah, all of that falls into, I guess, hip hop, the hip hop culture. So, yeah, man.
Hip hop is so extraordinary that look at that. We it's synonymous. The music art form is synonymous with the culture of a people. That's why I have so much trouble articulating what I'm trying to say. Because when I just use the blanket term hip hop, depending on who you are, you may just, and depending on how I articulate it, you may just think I'm talking about the art form of music. When I say hip hop, I mean what it means to be black in America. Your swag, how the shit you wear, the movies you watch, the motherfucking type of language you use, how people view you, because you might have a tattoo on your motherfucking neck, or you might have a tattoo, you might have piercings, shit that is considered not even taboo, but it was at the time where hip hop was created, it was considered it was like some kind of outlawed shit, like only the outlaws did this type of shit. Now that hip hop is the biggest commodity in America, well, biggest commodity in American culture, entertainment, hip hop entertainment, that type of shit. Cause you gotta think, bro, slang, the word yo, that's some hip hop shit. Yeah. Everybody uses that word now, but it was originated from our culture, black people coming together and having their own ways to communicate. You could take it as back, bro. You could take it as back as like far as slavery, bro. Like, this is how this kind of culture is created. You don't want to say certain shit around this person. You create ways to speak with each other, but only you are understanding this dialect. Yo, son, yo, bro. Like, the way we speak is all from that. We chalk it up to hip hop. So, I mean, I went on a little tangent, but Lakeith Stanfield, you motherfucker, man. You Sometimes you do some weird shit. You be in clubhouse rooms moaning and shit, nigga. We caught you doing that, but some other times you provide us with some good content too, my nigga. You know what I mean? You ain't only in the moan rooms, bro.
Oh man.
That nigga Lakeith, man. What was the first thing I ever seen that nigga Lakeith in was probably Get Out. And then from there, that nigga just blew the fuck up. He was in Atlanta after that, another major role. But first thing I ever seen him in, if I could remember, it was definitely Get Out. I don't know. What was the first time you could remember seeing Son in like some shit?
I'm trying to think.
I know for me, definitely it was Get Out.
Nah, I feel like it was before that. It had to be before that.
Think so? Because I mean, let's see. Get Out came out when? Get Out came out in 2017. Atlanta was out before that. Atlanta was out in like 2016. But I think he might have got the role for Get Out, which was like his first breakthrough. Because
that's
Atlanta.
what it was. He played Snoop.
Oh yeah, he did play Snoop in Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, he played Snoop, bro. I'm like, yo, nah, I seen him. I've been seeing Lakeith.
Feel like even when I seen him in that, like I knew him as Lakeith already though. Like, but Straight Outta Compton definitely came out 2015. So yeah, he was Snoop. He was in Dope also. You remember Dope?
Oh yeah. Yep.
He was in Dope. He was in The Purge, Anarchy, which I believe is the second Purge movie.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean he was in some shit. But Atlanta was his first. Yeah, Atlanta was his first like main role.
For sure.
I mean like supporting actor type shit.
For sure.
Shout out to that brother.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with boy. I fuck with Son.
He's smoking shit right now.
Let me see where we at with it. So Elon Musk actually did end up purchasing Twitter. It was official. I know we reported on this probably a few pods ago. Trying to buy it, then he wouldn't buy it. They wouldn't sell it. He officially bought it now, and upon receipt of his purchase, he decided to show up to the Twitter office with a motherfucking kitchen sink in his hands, bro. And then right after that, he fired 3,700 employees, nigga. That nigga came in and cleaned the house. CEO, CFO, all them niggas gone. All out of here. Yo, I look at Elon Musk, and this is funny too, right? Because let me see if I can pull it up. This goes in line with it's a tweet, I believe. I sent it to the group chat. I'm about to pull it up right now as we speaking. But you know, him buying Twitter, the him wanting to buy it, people saying, "Oh, if he buys it, this is gonna be the end of this. This is that." I look at so here it is. I just found it. It's not even, it's a meme. It's an image. It has a picture of a face that's supposed to be Obama, Joe Biden, and then Trump. And it has a picture of them. It says spent $54 trillion of your money. And the response is a face that's just like, okay. Then there's the next picture is Elon Musk. Says spent 44 billion of his own money. And then the reaction is everybody saying, well, why didn't you solve all the problems? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you? And this is like, yo, fam. And I say all that to say, Elon Musk is like a politician with his promises and plans. They always sound good. He be like, yo, I'm going to bring back this. I'm going to bring back freedom of speech on Twitter. I'm going to create these tunnels in LA so you can get from here to here this quickly. He got all these plans and promises, but it never comes to fruition. So that's why I say he's like a politician, but also because people hold him to the shit that he says, bro. Like, as if he was in control of how we fucking live our lives and shit. So And bro, this is everything that we spoke about so far in this pod about Kanye, Kyrie, Elon. This shit only happens because niggas got money, bro. When niggas got money, the media, all public, they feel as if it's easy to fucking shit on you. Like, oh, he got money. He could take what I'm saying. Fuck him. He got money.
Yep.
Like, yo, bro, I'm still a person too, but hey, what can we say, man? What can we say? But shit, you been watching any new shows or anything recently, bro? Like what you been watching like on TV recently and shit?
Man, I've been devastated, man. But I actually bumped into this random ass. I don't know if it's random. It might be popular. I don't know. I don't know. But it's a show with Zoe Saldana on Netflix.
Okay.
It's called From Scratch. You heard about it?
I think I might have seen it on like the trending page, but I'm not too familiar. Tell me about it.
Okay, so all right, I want to say this could be, I don't know if this was the goal, or if they was thinking this, but I feel like it was originally a movie. You remember how when you were saying Intergalactic, Cuddy's movie, when how it's broken down into chapters, and you was like,
Yeah.
yo, it could be a movie, but he made it a series.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
something
kind
like
of what
that.
they did with this. Yeah, like it's not chapters or anything like that, but I just feel like
You
it.
can see it's kind of like broken down in a way.
Yeah, like the
Like
original
everything's
plan
complete
was
in a
probably a
way.
movie. Yeah, right. Right. So
Yeah.
they broke it down into like, was it maybe 8 episodes, 8, 9 episodes,
So it's a
something.
series. It's a
Yeah,
series.
right,
Oh, so they did the
right.
opposite. It was supposed to be a movie, but they put it. Oh, okay.
hmm
Oh.
and like I said, I don't know for sure if that was what they were doing, but you know, it's dropped as a series, and it's kind of it's way better if that was their idea to do it, if they had that in mind, because it
Mhm.
kind of gives a more, and you know how some movies you be watching, movies are what on average like what, hour 35 minutes.
Hour 30. Hour and a half is like a standard film.
Right. So a lot of times you be watching movies, some movies you be watching, you be like, damn, this shit long, fuck. But some
Yeah.
movies, you really love, you be like, God damn, like this shit short as hell. Like, maybe they could have gave, you know, a more descriptive, or gave us more on what was going on here, and maybe we could understand and get, you know, excuse me, because of our love for, that specific uh, film or whatever it was that we were watching. So, anyway, like I was saying, the series got Zoe Saldana in it. Oh man, son, she's fire.
I'm gonna say before we even go any further, Zoe. Oh, Zoe. I fucking love me some Zoe Saldana, man.
Yeah, man.
Avatar. Zoe is, and I mentioned Avatar. They got like James Cameron put out a new trailer. Zoe is so fucking sexy and so bad that she could be a fucking character and still look fire, bro. She was Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy and all the Avengers. She looked sexy as that. She was an Avatar, looked sexy. Like, she just a
Right.
sexy motherfucker. She just
Also in
sexy
the
all the way
cast,
around.
yeah, nah, her beauty is like timeless, bro. But also in the cast, I don't know if you ever seen this movie. It might still be on Netflix. It was a black film. With Zazie, Jonathan Majors,
Lazia
The
knows
Harder They
her.
Fall,
Oh yeah.
with Lakeith and all of them,
I'm
Regina
about to say
King.
Lakeith in there. Yep. That's that
You remember Cuffy?
the Western.
Right. You remember
Idris
Cuffy?
in there. Coffee.
That was the one that uh was knocking niggas out when they stepped in the ball. Like she was like the security
Oh, the little, yeah, little shorty with the
little
hat.
chick. Right. Danielle
Yeah,
Deadweiler. That's her name, Danielle Deadweiler.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
she's in the series as well. She's it's dope.
Okay, okay.
She held that role down. But the series, is like one of those real love romancy you know, Zoe moves to like Italy for like a job or you know
Mm-hmm.
a student. I believe she's studying in Italy or something like that. But she's in Italy for some time, and she was already dating some guy, but then she bumps into like some other guy that's a chef from like Sicily. Uh,
Oh, this sounds like this. This sounds like the plot and synopsis of Emily in Paris. That
right,
sounds
right,
like
right.
exactly like that movie. I mean, that show was the exact same thing. She moved to Paris from Chicago. She was with
Nah,
a
but she
nigga.
didn't
And the
move
whole
there
other
though.
nigga.
She was
Mm,
just in Italy studying,
mm,
and she met the guy, whatever. She ended up falling for the guy, and then he moved with her to LA because originally she's from Texas in the movie, I believe. I think it's Dallas, Texas.
okay. Yeah, I'm looking at
Or
it. I'm looking it up right now, trying to find out some information for it. It
right,
don't say
right.
what part of Texas she from though.
But yeah, nah, man. So he moves to America. He's never been to America. He's not from here. Whatever, blah blah blah. He gets here. He's trying to make a living. He thinks it's gonna be easy because he loves this girl, and blah blah blah. He don't care, so he gonna make it happen. So he moves here. They move to LA. She gets a job at like a gallery. Shit is like kind of happening for her, and he's like just getting shitted on everywhere.
Yeah.
He's getting the America treatment. He's like, my nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, he's going to these restaurants. He's a chef. They handed him plates so he could give it to people. And he like, my nigga, what the fuck is this? Like, bro, like I could make like, like I could get saucy with make
Nigga said,
some
I
shit.
throw down, nigga.
Yeah, like I could make some ill shit, like and put on for this shit. Like, what are y'all serving the people? And then niggas like, bro, we don't give a fuck about all that, my nigga. Take the plate and that shit out to the people. Excuse me. So, uh, yeah. So he's going through the rigorous tortures of growing up in America.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
The rigmarole.
right, right, right. So, man, all type of shit starts happening, man. This guy ends up like getting sick, and just all type of shit gets crazy, man. I don't want to get too in depth in it,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's actually
Interesting.
worth a watch, man. It's really it's worth it. I could say it's not even drawn out. Like you know how some shit, you feel like maybe some parts in the writing they go a little dead, and it's just like shit
Yeah.
happens. But nah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like I didn't really peep much holes, I guess you can say. It was it's really well written, like from in my opinion. Everybody acted well. Everybody, yeah, man. This show is pretty cool,
I might check that out. And you said it's called what's
and
that
it's a
shit called?
limited.
Start from scratch.
No, from scratch.
From scratch.
It's a limited. It's a
I
limited
didn't give you the
series.
game. I didn't give you a game song. Start from scratch. Oh, it's a limited series. Okay.
Yeah, so that shit ain't.
Yeah, it's probably so. What's how many episodes?
I believe it's 8, but it might be
Yeah.
9. At most
And
9.
our episodes too.
Yep.
Okay, bet. Okay, I might fuck with that. I might end up. You know what I mean, it's another one to add to the list. Like I said, I seen it on like the top, whatever it is. It might be at like the ranked top 10 series. You know how they do? They give you the top trending series and TV movies and shit. So Definitely, I seen Zoe Saldana face on Netflix, but I couldn't remember what it was for. So, most likely was that. I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna probably fuck with that shit.
Yeah, man. I think you I think it'll be definitely watch it with your shorty for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna probably do that. We probably watch that tonight.
Hey, bitch ass niggas, I'm back. Had to go bust a few heads real quick and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Had to serve the
shit.
community. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. I was posted up. You know what I'm saying? Strapped up, nigga. Tried to freak flex on me and all that. Nigga, this my block. Get the fuck out of here before I smack the shit out of you, nigga. But anyway, recipe takeoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to God.
RP to God, man. The big dog. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, niggas?
Going on, man. I think perfect timing. You got back at the perfect time, and we about to talk about that Drake in 21.
Sucky now, nigga. That's that shit right there, nigga. I've been bumping that shit, nigga, religiously, nigga. You heard? Religiously.
Yo, I mean, everybody talking about that shit nowadays. I mean, of course, we got new Drake and we got new 21 Savage too. 21 is probably one of the most premier acts right now. I mean, you tie him with Drake, it puts him, it is unfair, but 21 is up there. But man, goddamn, Her Loss, album out now in your phones. What do we think?
What is
I
the
love
meaning behind these covers, man?
Drake is
Covers?
trying to go for more of a hype beast. I want to say aesthetic. Especially like you guys follow Lil Jupiter on Instagram?
I don't, but I see you post a lot of his stuff, and I'm in tune with whatever that is, with what you
Yeah, it's
post.
kind of like he's kind of like trying to go for that, you know, cool. He's been trying to do this since I would say Certified Lover Boy tried to do it, but I guess because if you look back to the old cover arts, like the concept arts he was trying to do for the cover art, he was trying to go that whole hype beast. What does that picture mean? Who the fuck is that type vibe?
Right.
But now he's fully going into it, especially with the Honestly Nevermind album. I think people don't like it, but I think that album cover is actually fucking fire. Like the melted Honestly Nevermind shit. Like I think that's actually fucking fire. That could be a fucking pin if you know.
Yeah, no, that could be a pin for sure. I mean, I didn't look at the Honestly Nevermind. So that's always been a critique of Drake in his entire career. Niggas always wanted to talk about how his album covers weren't the greatest. Even
Nah,
from his
but
first one, from fucking what was his first album called?
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. Even from that, niggas was trying to say, hey, Drake on these album covers aren't hitting.
that shit look like some Houston shit though, bro. That shit look like some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas in the parking lot, the trunk open. That shit, you know what I mean? Or that shit gleaming with the trunk hood open.
Wait, which one you talking about specifically?
Honestly, never mind.
Oh yeah, that do look like some shit. They got the neon signs, you know what I mean? The trunk open with the woofers in the back. I mean, shout out to Shorty though. Shout out to Shorty actually on the cover. That's she from Houston. So, you know what I mean? I did before this pod and once the album came out and the album cover leaked. It's so funny when they say shit leaked nowadays and it's just like, yo, nah, Drake sent it to y'all. Drake's team sent it to y'all. Hey, nothing got leaked. You know what I mean? Leak. It's still funny that that's a word that is used. Like, you gotta think. On this pod, we spoke about the early 80s of the internet shit. Leak has the connotation of like, yo, it wasn't supposed to be put out. Nowadays, leaks are just like the artists themselves. Yo, put that out. But anyway, shout out to Shorty on the cover. She's from Houston. Her name, she goes by Suki Baby. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if y'all knew about Shorty prior, but I took it upon myself, you know what I mean, living out here in Houston, being a part of this industry, being in the streets. I decided to try to get some backstory, you know what I mean? But when the cover came out, all of the people that I followed, just me being in Houston, me being tapped in with the local art scene, the artists around here, different producers. I seen not only did they all repost it, but they also had a little something to say about, oh, yo, shout out to so and so, shout out to Suki baby. Oh, yo, it's finally she got her chance. Blah blah blah. You know how that shit got to kind of go when somebody finally break through in a sense, no matter what they doing. So
Right.
apparently she's, you know what I mean, she's a dancer. She dances out here. She strips and shit. She work at Onyx, but she's not from Houston. Apparently she's actually from Japan, half black, half Japanese. She moved from Japan because she was getting made fun of because she was half black because she had the fro and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's cool. I found out that I knew a couple of people that knew of her. They didn't know. I didn't meet anybody that knew her personally, but people that knew her as she was coming up when she moved to the city, when she started dancing. You know how that kind of shit go. Like, I know when I first moved to Houston, meeting dancers was like a regular thing. Like meeting a shorty that was bad or meeting a shorty that was just thick or whatever, and you find out she's stripped. That's a main thing for me living out in Houston that I realized. But apparently, I mean, she does way more than that. I mean, she does art, like actual art. She fucking does 3D art. She got her own shit. But like he was getting back to the hype beast culture, I think Drake definitely did that on some. He might have seen her one time dancing, got a little backstory on her, and was like, all right, we gonna make some hype beast shit off of her being the picture. Cause all of the niggas that I know out here in Houston was some hype beast niggas that was on it. Like,
Right.
yo,
He's catering to that
yo,
crowd.
look, yeah, and for you to mention that and actually articulate how it affected, I saw that firsthand with niggas that lived out here. So, but
Yeah,
let's
bro.
get into the music, man. Let's get into the motherfucking music, man.
I honestly think he should have used the track list cover for the main album cover. You ask me, I'm just a guy from Brooklyn. What do I know?
That's another meme worthy hype beast kind of
picture. Like I like that picture a lot more. If he'd have used that, that'd have been fucking fire.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if so both. I don't know, and obviously
not to cut you off, bro. My bad. I want to give her her name. Her name is Kui Yasaka, aka Suki baby. I wanted to put that out there.
So the last two albums was basically Houston's still kind of a dancer that resides in Houston.
Yeah.
And I don't, like I said, I could be a guest from Honestly Nevermind, but I think I could be right on that one.
I mean, points were made.
Nah, that Honestly Nevermind, that shit look like some Houston shit. But yeah, great albums, man.
Great. So I mean, goddamn, what do you fellas think, man? Drake and 21 Savage, the album that was supposed to come out last week is now out. Her Loss. First listen, I'm gonna just say my first listen from 1 to motherfucking 16 and 16 songs on there is about like an hour long, a little bit like an hour and a couple minutes maybe. First listen, I'm like, okay, this is another Drake album. It's another Drake album featuring 21 Savage. Now I don't got a problem with that. Cool.
Nah.
Another Drake album. Yeah, no, never got a problem with it. Drake and 21 are probably some of like my favorite features from 2016 and on. I think their first record was that Sneakin' back in 2016. They did the video for it. That shit never released as like an official record, but on the internet it was a thing. I mean, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that. First listen, it sounded more or less like a Drake album featuring 21 with some songs that you can see 21 took point. He took point on a couple of those records. Like, hey, this may be an idea I had, Drake, add on to it, but you're going to eventually help make this the official song.
Right.
But just off the rip, my favorite records right now: Back Outside Boys, Pussy and Millions, Circo Loco. Specifically because of the motherfucking Daft Punk sample. That shit is classic. One more time. One more time, I'm gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, the classic record, yo. I know
Yo.
Drvgz. You remember when Machine Gun Kelly sampled that shit, boy?
Yeah.
Classic record, man.
Yeah. Lace up.
Lace the fuck up. Oh, but what y'all niggas think though? Let's before we go off track too much.
It's a banger.
You had a actually a really big take, Marz. You said this album is equivalent to Jay-Z and Biggie putting out an album. Talk about that.
It is. I didn't realize it until I'm listening to it and how much these two niggas work well together on tracks. I don't think there's no other two artists that can do that.
Yeah, I kind of always thought that.
It's just their singles that they have. The songs they have together is fire. You know what I'm saying? But listen to this shit, and it's just like we all like Drake when he's talking his shit. Okay, that's why What a Time to Be Alive is such a fucking a good project because Drake is talking his shit. Yeah, we're fans of the singing songs. You like when you hotline bang and you cha cha and all that extra shit. But when the nigga is rapping, the nigga is unstoppable. It's like the nigga turns into fucking Brawley.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So in this album, you got 21 Savage talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? Talking that shoot your mother crib up and blow your house up and kidnap the kids. So Drake has to kind of out gangster him.
Yeah.
And that brings out the best Drake. What's one of our favorite verses from Drake? Stay Scheming.
Oh, yeah. He was talking on some gangster
He
shit.
was talking that shit. So,
not for nothing. I'm Upset is another one where he talking that shit.
It is, but it's still kind of radio friendly.
Though. Yeah,
it's subliminal and it's radio friendly. Right. You know what I'm saying?
50,000 on my head is disrespect.
My favorite song on the album right now, I told you niggas, is Treacherous Twins. That is my shit right there. That shit go crazy. Back Outside Boys.
Spin About You is my shit too.
Spin About You. This whole album is just like
I'm fire.
I'm glad they dropped it right now and not in the summer. Let me tell you something. Next summer, this shit gonna bump.
Yeah, and that's what I was just about to say. I want to see this. I want to hear this shit out. So
this shit gonna bump, and I'm glad that everybody likes it. It's not like a mixed review album. Everybody's saying this shit is gas, cause it's gas. Especially all the bullshit that we've been listening to that we haven't listened to. I haven't even been. This is the last project I've bumped. I mean, I bumped Taking Few. I told Uncle Few. I told you niggas that a few weeks ago, and I actually like that album. I do. I thought it was reminiscent of old Migos to me because TAKEOFF. I mean, Offset was in jail, so we was just literally listening to Quavo and TAKEOFF all the fucking time.
early mixtapes.
Early mixtapes and shit like that. So
you're rich niggas.
Yeah, but this is definitely project of the year. Past 2 years.
3 a.m. on Glenwood.
Yeah.
Did Drake write that?
Did Drake write that? I don't think he did.
What? You think 21 Savage wrote that record, bro?
Hey, listen, he's from the UK. He probably had a croissant.
Don't discredit our boy on record, bro.
He probably had a croissant and a chai latte. And Drake probably, burned some candles and told that nigga, take your time and write, nigga. And he wrote some shit.
Hey, listen, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, listen, Marz. Hey, listen, man.
That's cool and all.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. That's probably my favorite right now at the moment. When the albums first drop, I have a weird way of attaching to certain songs at certain times. So, nigga, in 15 minutes, I bump the album. I might get stuck with Middle of the Ocean because that song is fire too.
Yeah,
So,
Middle of the Ocean is fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Back outside, boys, man. Nah. Hey, I mean, now that we on this album, so of course, on this album there, Drake, we hear lines from Drake where he's allegedly getting at a couple of people. You know how hip hop is. This hip hop culture is based off of fucking controversy and adversary. You know what I mean? So, a couple of lines on the album where Drake had some choice words for a couple of people. Specifically on this Back Outside Boys record, you hear him make a reference to Drum. If y'all know, Drum is a recording artist. He went by the name Shelly. It was Shelly FKA Drum, but he went back to Drum. I guess the business might have worked out where he's able to own his name rights anymore. So anyway, he put out a statement because Drum, his first big commercial hit was that Cha Cha record, where eventually the same beat was used for Drake's Hotline Bling. Now, at the time when that came out, it was it was a thing. They were saying that Drake stole it, blah blah blah, sampling issues. It turned out that Drake eventually ended up winning that dispute, and Drum had to take that L. But if you listen to both records, you can hear the remnants of Drum's Cha Cha in that Hotline Bling. It's clear as day. If you know, you know. But fast forward, I guess some things might have happened behind the scenes back then. And a couple years later, Drake decided to he took a shot, if you wanted to say it's a shot, at Drum. And Drum had some shit to say, so let's get into what Drum had to say about that. Oh, never mind, because Nero does not want to work today, and apparently he clocked out and he's no longer working. So, all right, that's a bet. Kind of crazy that happened live on the pod, but hey, cool.
Nigga said,
Apparently,
"Shut your bitch ass
You
up."
fired.
That shit
Fired,
was.
boss.
I'm reciting drama. Shut your bitch ass up. That was like 5 years ago, and your
we can
bodyguard,
still do it.
your bodyguard put his foot in my ass. I was spitting out toenails for a whole week.
Nigga, you kind of sound like Yachty on that a little bit too. Yo, Yachty and Evan Turner sound like the same person. I don't know if you niggas remember Evan Turner from the NBA, Ohio State graduate. He got drafted by, I believe, Portland.
Yeah, that nigga voice does not match himself.
That nigga talk like this. He sounds like a fucking alien, bro.
He
But
sound like he's about to take over the world or some evil shit.
That's how Lil Yachty sound, bro. But wow, that's crazy. Nero quit live on air. That's kind of insane. We'll deal with that afterward. But
Yeah, man.
Drum was he had some words to say about Drake. It was funny. But speaking about Yachty, Yachty had some shit to say too. Yachty was trying to clear up some shit. Well, first of all, Yachty got producing credit on this album. He got songwriting credit.
Cause he does the ad libs on Back Outside Boys.
Yeah, so the ad libs, I realized that was him, but
I thought it was Lil Baby at first.
I was about to say I thought it was Lil Baby at first until somebody told me it was Yachty. I was like, okay,
and then I heard it. And I couldn't hear. I couldn't not hear Yachty anymore. I was like, oh, it is Yachty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Yachty came out because it was another song on the project called Circo Loco. Drake got a couple of lines on there where he's allegedly talking about some other people, and they decided to take it upon themselves and reach out to their lawyers and their representation to be like, hey, Drake's talking about me. I don't like that. Tell him not to talk about me anymore. So Yachty took it upon himself because Drake isn't gonna say nothing. Drake ain't that type of nigga to put out some shit and have to. Quote, this is a perfect example of there's some people that put shit out and are forced to fucking make a response because the pressure is put on them by some behind the scenes people. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Drake, on the other hand, he's in a special situation, special predicament. He can do all this type of shit, but he don't really got to say anything, even if he has backlash that comes out against him. So, Yachty took it upon himself to respond. He is basically saying like, "Yo, this line in this song is not even about Meg Thee Stallion. This is about women getting BBLs and how they be lying about it." And then the Stallion line is he tried his best to try to cover it up. The people listening know what the line says. If you like rap music, you know what it means. You know what to take from it. It was what it was. This is a perfect example of the Streisand Effect that we talked about earlier with Kyrie. It's like, yo, nothing is ever a problem until somebody makes it a problem. It could be out there. It could be a thing that people are thinking about. Until that first person addresses it and makes it the problem, that's when everybody else decides to pile on. So,
Right.
I haven't seen that happen yet with this line on the Drake shit, but the fact that Yachty came out and said that mean he was getting some pushback or we're seeing some pushback about it. And of course, Shorty, like I said, Shorty decided to reach out to her lawyers and put out whatever statement they put out about whatever. Yachty probably was like, damn, let me just try to kind of nip this in the bud right now before it gets any further. So.
The nigga Drake said, say something before I drop another track tonight and violate everybody.
Drake definitely was going to say something. But anyway, I mean, Pussy and Millions, probably my favorite record on that song. Shout out to Travis Scott. Didn't need you on the record, bro. No offense. The song was great without you on there. You didn't need to come on and change the beat up and do what you did. I understand why you were on the record because of the context of it, but I'm going to keep it a buck now, man. I'm speaking for me, speaking for myself specifically. That Travis Scott sound of the auto-tune and how he uses it in his formula, it kind of became old now.
Oh no, he said it.
It's old, bro.
My ears! I can't believe what I'm hearing. No!
It's old. It's old.
I'm
Travis,
burning! I'm
bro,
melting!
We fuck with you here, but man, I can understand why you're relying on Don Tolliver to keep Cactus Jack afloat. That's all I gotta say, man. Good record. I didn't need that Travis verse.
I feel like he would have been better on, something like
Utopia, his own shit.
Nah, they could have him on there. He could have been on like major distribution or Rich Flex or
Man, what I'm hearing is you giving him a consolation prize. Like, hey,
I am because I'm a fucking Cactus Jack stan. So yes, I am. I'm not gonna take the Cactus Jack slander, especially not on live, not on air,
not on a public platform.
Not on a public platform. I'm not here for it. Okay.
I fuck with the boy. I gave the nigga. He's the reason why I sold my Newcastles. I appreciate his influence.
Oh, I thought you were about to say he the reason I sold my soul.
I thought he was gonna go with go too. You sold your soul, nigga?
I mean, being in Houston, being my history here in Houston, it could have been a thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I never. I'm appreciative that I never got to that point, but I appreciate this nigga allowing me to sell these Newcastles. But goddamn, bro, the music is not hitting anymore.
Wait till that Utopia drop, man.
No, and I am in full anticipation for the project. But however, all of these features that he's been trying to do after he's trying to resurface, and I understand, bro. I get it. I understand your scenario. I understand the predicament that you're in. I understand it, brother. But my brother, the auto tune music that you're releasing is just not the same, man. It's not the same. I would appreciate this if he's on his own shit. I don't need a feature with this on there. It's just like when he was on the motherfucking song with fucking Future.
What song?
I think it was Future and fuck.
The Whole That Heat? Whole That Heat.
Yeah, yep.
I love Whole That Heat.
What song was that?
That's 808 Mafia song.
Yeah, 808 Mafia. Where there you go. Good song, but come on, man.
I love that song.
That's a Future song. That's a Future and Southside produced record, and Travis heard it and was like, "Yo, can I get on that?"
He said, "Can I have it?" Because he got 2 verses on there. He took the song.
Overall, Drake album, I'm gonna keep listening to it.
Right now, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? My best Randy Jackson impression. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, dog. Yeah. It's a banger, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's a banger. It's a banger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hits after hits after hit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
some big praises.
Yeah, this is definitely a fucking 10 out of 10. Especially in the climate of music that we're in right now. This is a fucking masterpiece. Okay?
Oh, for sure.
Everybody's putting out fucking trash. Niggas is putting out trash. Lil Baby album was. I didn't hear it. It was a little garbage juice. It's a little trash.
I didn't hear that shit either.
No, you know the garbage that you keep in your bathroom? It's a little trash.
Little toilet paper and
it's a little trash. There's no big garbage in there. But it's definitely in the words of Jadakiss, something to bring up buds on. Okay? You just tell. Okay, it's definitely breaking up buds worth. You could definitely do that on there. Okay.
Lil Baby has never been known for his albums.
Nah, his album before this was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. The shit with
he was on top. Yeah. No, we paid. Now we made it.
We paid. Yeah. We paid. He had the shit with Gunna. The shit with him and Moneybagg Yo. Him and Moneybagg Yo should do an album together instead of him and Lil Durk. I don't know what the fuck that was about. The Voice and the Hero? What the fuck? Who the fuck are y'all? Him and Moneybagg Yo should definitely do a fucking album. Because they got bangers together. They don't miss. Him and Moneybagg Yo don't miss.
This album with Gunna was fire too.
I'm about to say the album with Gunna was probably the best.
It was a few misses on there. It was a few.
And the other one that came out before that, what was it? His own shit. I think it was his first album.
Oh,
his first album is gas.
With freestyle on there?
Yeah. With freestyle, hood, I need a hood bitch. Like Pablo, hood rich Pablo on.
Life Goes On with Uzi.
Life Goes On. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, album wise to me, I don't think he really missed.
No.
No, the last
that was before he got signed. His albums when he signed been kind of ass.
Well, I mean, we know how the
this new Lil Baby album is, like I said, a little trash. There's a few toilet tissues in there. Snotty nose tissues.
Hey man, shout out to my nigga Smino. He dropped a video for 90 Proof featuring J. Cole.
Jermaine.
He dropped that on YouTube and
Jermaine.
Nice.
You gotta check that out. That shit hard.
Definitely check that out. Hopefully we get some videos. I was kind of disappointed that Drake and 21 Savage did a video for Jimmy Crooks and it was just promotion for Her Loss. I felt kind of cheated. I was really anticipating this video. It's like I like this song a lot. But now I'm not. I'm not mad at all about it because this album is fucking gas. So all the crack rock La Familia motherfuckers out there, if you haven't bumped it yet, you know what I'm saying? Get your Apple Music, get your Spotify. It's on his YouTube channel. You just go to Drake's YouTube channel and the whole album is there. So you can bump it on that. While you clean your house up, you know what I'm saying? While you wash your ass, you know what I'm saying? While you do your due diligence around your respected homes, you can bump that shit. I know I'm gonna bump that shit when I clean up my crib today. So, yeah, motherfuckers. Her Loss. 10 out of 10 for me, dog.
Okay. That's cool. Let's shout out to Smino, shout out to Cole. Let's go ahead and at this point, before we go any further, I think this is the perfect time to get into Drvgz. Drvgz tweet of the week.
New flavor of the week?
You didn't even know, man.
New flavor of the week.
We got a new tweet here. We got a tweet here that was discovered this week. Drvgz, you want to get into that, my brother? We gonna put it on the socials for everybody on the YouTube, so y'all be able to check it out yourself. But you want to get into that, bro?
Yeah. All right. So for this one, I ain't really have to dig deep in the vote for this one. This was like a more recent one. What was it? At your favorite Zoe. He says Megan said Drake is using her for clout. ... Yeah.
With the image of Greg from Abbott Elementary. With the face like, what?
Right. So Shorty retweeted it and she replies, she being anti-Semitic.
Oh, which adds another layer to the comedy of that and to the fucking tweet. Because, of course, Drake is half Jewish. Ta-da!
Oh, man.
That is funny. That is some funny shit right there.
That's hilarious, bro. The layers of that is, when you think about it at that level, it's like, yo, nah, this is pretty funny. This is pretty funny, man. Megan said Drake is using her for clout. I mean, what do you say to that? Like, I mean, when you use someone for clout, typically the person being used is typically in a higher position than the person using them. In this instance, Meg Thee Stallion is nowhere near.
That's like me saying Drake using me for clout.
Word. I'm like, it's pretty much like us saying he using the pod for clout. Like,
yeah.
Like, nigga, does he even know this shit exists?
In the great words of Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, man. But, I mean, that just goes back to, of course, Drake being one of the biggest artists out. He says certain shit on the album where artists could attach themselves and think he's talking about them. Whether or not he is, they know it means, hey, I could get some shit off from this. I can get some content. I can get some clicks, some traffic. Just as much as Drum put that video out trying to get his ones with Drake, trying to get the hand-to-hand with him, he knew what was going on, too. Whether he wanted that to be the purpose, he knew that niggas was going to get some clout. He was going to get some clout off of that shit. It's just the world we live in today, man. Social media is not only a form of sharing media, it's a form of creating narratives and creating your own media, as we see. But hey, it's neither here nor there. That was Drvgz tweet of the week. Drvgz tweet of the week. We got to get a nice
tweet of the week.
We got to get a nice little intro for that shit.
I'll create a soundbite for it.
This week, the tweet of the week was sponsored by Donald Trump.
You are fake news.
I mean, it only makes sense because the boy DT, Big T, Donald Trump.
China.
As soon as November 14th, he is going to apparently
You are fake news.
China.
Announce his candidacy for presidency in 2024.
China.
You have a dog wife, Ted. She's a dog. Oh man, Trumpito, that boy. He running again for president. We knew it, but with these elections and as we learned in the Kanye interview with Nori, you can't announce your presidency until a certain date, or it's going to be considered invalid. So, Trump, he's gearing up to run again. So, I mean,
that boy running again.
When I was kicking it with Biden a few months ago, when I had to go check them guys out, he told me he may run again.
Earlier. It was early because we was just telling the people how you was with them again, trying to get some things in order. What they told you this time?
Oh, that was the first time I went with them. He told me he told me that he was going to run again. Then he dozed off. He woke back up.
What them boys be smoking over there?
He's just old, nigga. Ain't smoking shit. That nigga just old. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, ain't no weed in it. You know what I'm saying? I think his wife smokes, but she old too. She be going to sleep. They both would stay. I'm in mid conversation with these motherfuckers. They just going back and forth to sleep, taking turns. Like, this shit is crazy.
And we know what his son be smoking on. So
yeah.
Actually, his son is the reason why this pod is so successful. That crack. He's another one of them crackheads. Presidential.
Light your shit up, nigga. Light your shit up, nigga. Get as high as you can get, nigga. Crack in the 80s. But yeah, he said he may run again. So, you know. And I was like, you are you up for that? But yeah, so we don't know. I hope Bernie tries to run again. I appreciated Bernie for what he was.
I appreciate Bernie too, but they done got that nigga up out of here, man.
Yeah, they got that nigga up out of here. He probably 95.
Nah,
now,
he got
right?
he should be on an island somewhere with 17 young bitches.
Bernie, you put that on Bernie?
On Bernie?
How young? Like 25.
Nah. Not young like illegal young. Young like
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Young
Get him
like
some young
younger
hoes.
than
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Get him some 25
Yeah.
hoes. Yeah.
Anything younger than it, because you got to think, young to him means 45. You know?
Yeah, young to
So-
him is like 30. Yeah, 30 to 40. Yeah,
That's like
give me one of them.
50% his age.
Get him some MILFs. That'll do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, get him some MILFs. He at least got them by a good 60 to 70
He
years.
got him by a couple of decades.
That nigga dick is dust.
Yeah, pause.
Oh,
Shit is a fossil.
that nigga pull that shit out. That say paw. It's just fucking his sound. But shout out to, do we shout Trump out? Shout out to Trump. Fuck it.
Shout out to all the presidents that's
Shout out
running.
to D, man.
Shout out to all the presidents that's running to the lie.
I'm about to say, shout out to the newest nigga that's gonna tell us some lies for 4 years.
Yeah, word. Shout out to the new niggas gonna tell us some lies, nigga.
At least with Trump, we could get some jokes and content.
Shout out to all the Craigs out there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta lie, Craig. Shout out to all the Craigs out there.
Hey, but we do know if Trump gets in office, we got 4 years of great podcasting. So y'all niggas is gonna have some good pods coming if that nigga gets
that nigga into office, nigga. You getting some more stimmies. So word.
Man, this is a good point. Let's go ahead and take this out soon. Let's get some quick shout outs. Drvgz, Steve Nash got fired, boy.
Yes, sir. Get that bum ass nigga up out of here. Yeah, I couldn't say it on Twitter because
I got a crazy Steve Nash story.
Bro, Twitter's about to kick me off because I said the shit, boy. They sent me a warning, all that, boy. I'm like,
No, now that Elon Musk runs it, was this post? Was this before Elon or right after Elon?
it was right after, I believe.
Oh well, he probably people still in office, but things are gonna change. He's changing Twitter up in a dramatic way, and I like it. I like that you got to pay $8 a month to get verified, which I like. And if you're a bot, if you communicate with a bot on there, there's a chance that their account may be banished forever because they're not real. It's some shit that's going on. He's trying to get rid of all the bots.
Yeah,
that was the main. Yeah, that was the main reason why he didn't want to buy it, because Twitter didn't want to give out. He wanted to find out who the fuck was running all these bots. Twitter didn't want to give out the information. So Twitter is a $10 billion corporation. He put $44 million into that bitch. That's why he's able to fire everybody, do what the fuck he want to do.
Before you came on, we made a joke about that. It was a meme. I know I put it in the chat. I don't know if you've seen it, but the meme was complaining about people complaining about why he didn't put his money toward doing something good for people, quote unquote. When the picture right before it was Obama, Joe Biden, and Trump, and animated, and it's like they used $54 trillion of our money. And he used $44 billion of his money, and they're trying to get on him about not
right.
People.
And the people who was getting on him were the bot owners. What else is going on in the world? Before we get up out of here, God of War Ragnarok drops this week, people. It's getting high praises throughout the gaming community. All the people who got their early copies, motherfuckers are saying 10 out of 10, masterpiece, cinema.
Yeah, I seen IGN.com gave it a 10.
Yeah. And they showed the clip of Thor hitting Kratos out, blasting his ass out the crib with his hammer. Good God, I cannot wait. Yeah. I had something else I had to say. I fucking had something else I had to say.
Well, while you remember, I'ma just since we was on sports earlier, Nash got fired. I want to say,
Oh, I had a crazy Steve Nash story. Oh, go ahead, get into it. I'll tell you my Steve Nash story.
just a quick shout out to Russell Westbrook off the bench. They've been fucking with him more. He been playing better. They've been fucking with him more. He got some MVP chance one night. I mean, he
that boy flirted with like a triple double one game.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
That seems like that was the people said prior on that he should come off the bench. He wasn't going with it or whatever the story was. They actually put him there now and is working out for them. They're not getting any more wins, but he's being more productive.
Yeah.
What's your Steve Nash story, bro? Let's get into that before we get out of here.
So a few years ago, I would say this is like 2011. I want to say 2012. Me and my homeboy Bravo, shout out to my nigga Brav. We went to fucking Neiman Marcus out in Soho, fucking shopping, buying some shit. We're in line and about to buy our shit, and a big ass fucking shadow just fucking tower, like covers our whole fucking body. Me and him both. And we turn around, nigga. It's fucking Steve Nash. I was like, nigga. I turned around and said, nigga, you are tall, bro. I never knew you was this tall. He was laughing and shit. He was talking to us. You know, he said he was in the city for a few days. I actually walked up the store with the motherfucker. He walked his way, we walked our way. But that nigga's tall, son. It's either he's tall or I'm short. But that nigga
NBA niggas, man.
Yeah, them NBA niggas, man. Them niggas is lab approved, nigga. Word. You know that shit they keep Goku in?
Word.
When he get injured, that water chamber, that's where the fuck the niggas is born in. Yeah, that nigga's, it's a tall nigga right there, son.
Yeah,
Word.
like niggas like him, like LeBron, them niggas was all created in fucking science labs.
Yeah, them niggas is that's why that is like they 2K makers. That's how I look at them niggas. Them niggas is real life 2K creative players in real life. Like it's just crazy.
That's funny as hell.
That shit fucked me up.
Just to end, we got a confirmation. Marz talked about this a couple pods ago. The Last of Us HBO Max, the leak came out and it's confirmed that the series on TV is premiering January 15th, 2023.
Let's go.
I'm excited about that.
I
know you're excited.
I'm excited. So you niggas can witness the masterpiece. I hope it's as good as the games. The first one is a masterpiece, undeniably. The second one, fuck Abby, burn in hell, you fucking cunt. The first one though, fucking amazing, bar none. So if they're following the tradition, we got some good TV on our hands. We got some good fucking TV on our hands.
Yeah, I'm excited. HBO don't miss, so
they don't miss. They don't miss. Game of Thrones right now is getting crazy for me.
Where are you? I know you
I'm on episode 5.
House of Dragons.
House of Dragons. I keep saying it's Game of Thrones. The fucking same. It's the same song plays in the fucking
same intro.
Same fucking Game of Thrones. Yeah. Who the fuck they kidding? I watched Intergalactic, Kid Cudi, Jesus Christ, Cinema. That's cinema.
Man,
that's my favorite movie right now.
That movie is amazing.
I don't know if I'm biased, bro, but Kid Cudi content, music, film, I have no problem rewatching that shit, bro.
That song with him and Ty Dolla $ign, fuck the song they played when him and Shorty was fucking, and they had the montage of them just being in love. That's a fucking banger right there, son. Fucking play that shit at my wedding, nigga. That shit is gas.
I am willing to trust someone.
Yeah, that shit right there.
Willing, man.
Yeah. Babies have to be made to that
shit, man.
Babies need to be made to that song, people. If you out there and you're fucking somebody, play that song and don't wear a condom. Okay? Thank me later, you
don't
sick
pull
fucks.
Out.
Don't pull out, nigga. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially while Ty Dolla $ign is ad-libbing on Kid Cudi shit. Don't do it.
Right.
Don't do it.
But for next week, some shit that we could probably talk on next episode. I have started watching White Lotus.
Oh shit, nigga. Yeah, niggas.
I'm on board. I gotta keep watching.
You're on board. I see
I'm
what you
on-
did there. I see what you did there.
I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with it. Shout out to Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah. My mother, she put me onto this. She read the book. And
Okay.
yeah. So when she told me it dropped, I watched it and I was like, whoa,
I like white people drama.
Yeah, it's crazy white folk. I love it. I love seeing white people do crazy shit.
That's why I like Breaking Bad so much. Like,
yeah,
I get to see the white people acting ass.
Yeah, it gets the show is very crazy.
About that. We could probably talk about that next pod.
Yeah,
I watched Aquaman.
All right, you feel?
We could get into that next pod also. We're gonna get into that on a full pod. I watched Aquaman, you know what I'm saying? And last but not least, we started out this pod with a RIP. It's a shame we gotta start out with another RIP, but I just want to give a RIP to E. I'm not sure if y'all niggas are familiar. Young drill rapper from New York. This nigga's a kid. I think he was like 18 years old.
Committed suicide, right? Yeah,
he committed suicide. Words. Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Shit is unfortunate, man. Like we've seen, and me and Drvgz talked about this earlier. I still need to articulate what I'm actually trying to say about hip hop. We've seen a subgenre of hip hop drill, the biggest niggas get on and fucking go away in less than a year, son.
Yeah.
All them niggas that we fucked with. All them niggas that was popping. We ain't even got dropped no names, but we know all of them. Ain't none of them niggas around anymore. Not one. Or if they are around, they ain't not nearly doing as big as they were when they first popped and when the shit got some money behind it.
Right.
So, drill as an art form, hey, I don't know what to say about it. But RIP that baby, man, shit is unfortunate.
Yeah, man.
Take us out of here, my brother.
All right, you bum ass niggas and you bum ass bitches and you fly ass niggas and you sexy as hell ass bitches. That's a new one, right?
That's new.
I never complimented them before. I feel like I'm more towards the bitches. You know, fuck y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? But you sexy ass bitches out there, like Suki, you fine bitch. Get the fuck up out of here. Go clear a fucking sample or something. You know what I'm saying? Get your OnlyFans popping. Go sell some drugs. Go make it rain in the club. You know what I'm saying? Just don't stop. Can we stop killing each other? Can we stop killing each other? Okay? Can we just stop? Please. Play rock, paper, scissors. If you mad at a nigga, rock, paper, scissors that nigga or arm wrestle something. You know what I'm saying? Don't back no gun out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, keep your guns for when the aliens come and take our babies, nigga. That's when we need them ratchets. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or if animals decide to fucking take over one day. I don't fucking know.
For protection, man. That's what we need it for.
Right. Yeah, stop killing niggas. Stop killing niggas. Like, that shit is weird, bro. It's weird.
It's weird. Whack, corny.
It's whack.
Nigga, you got a disagreement with somebody, you going...
Yeah, and then look, you kill a nigga, now what? You want to run, dickhead, ha, you gonna go to jail, and they gonna fuck you. That's what happens when they fuck you, okay? Everybody in there is waiting for you to come in there so they can fucking destroy you. So, don't do it, my nigga. Stay home. You know what I'm saying? Fuck some hoes. Get fly.
Start a podcast.
Play the game. Start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Sell some crack. Just don't kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? That shit is whack, man. TAKEOFF, bro. Like, that shit hurt my heart. Seeing that shit, man. That shit did something to me I ain't like.
Yeah, nah, to me, same. Like,
that shit did something to me I ain't like, bro. That shit ain't cool, my niggas. Y'all niggas out there, put the guns away. You know, listen to Craig. Craig Pops was just, you know, use your hands, son. You know what I'm saying?
You niggas is sissified.
You niggas is sissified, and you niggas if you niggas want to kill niggas, go to the army. You do that shit daily. Go to war, nigga.
You get recognition.
And you get benefits. You can kill a nigga and you can have a family. You can head tap whoever. You can head tap anybody, nigga, and come home, nigga. And we gonna respect you, nigga. Salute. Thank you for serving our fucking country.
Hoorah.
Yeah, y'all niggas is serving some shit that y'all don't even motherfucking have no stake in.
Niggas is pussy and be serving they hood that they don't even own.
They don't even own. They living what they renting some. They ain't even putting up no money for the bills and they outside killing niggas. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. But hey, this has been cracking
Sad
the
day.
80s, man.
Cracking the 80s, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Crack. Crack.